So, seems like I'm going to need to make a video on this. Um, I've been noticing. All right, just to clarify, I have not watched Rambo: Last Blood yet. I am watching it tomorrow night. So, after this video goes up, and when I do watch it, I will make a quick sort of review on it. But this is sort of my rebuttal to the whole massive sort of like shitting on the movie for stupid reasons, to be really honest with you. People are like, like one excuse I saw was the fact that, it's because Rambo has always been very political and this and that. Granted, yes, the Rambo movies have had sprinkles of political political stuff in it, which I do agree to an extent. But primarily, apart from the first Rambo movie, they've all been primarily just action movies. Just sit down, turn your brain off, fucking just kick ass action movies. Um, the only movie that really sort of had like extreme weight to it would probably be the first and the fourth one. Now, but the thing is though is that no one goes to watch Rambo with the preset mind, like any sort of action fan really, that's even liked the Rambo movies. They don't purposely go out to watch a Rambo movie expecting some deep philosophical fucking storyline. They don't. We're there to watch Rambo kick ass. That's why we're there. Or someone like myself is there. But then you got then the next argument is just too violent, it's too gory, it's too confronting. Oh, it's a tight formula. Oh, it's an action movie written and directed by Sylvester Stallone. Have you seen his work in the last fucking was ever since after Rambo 4? Like, give me a break, will ya? Just give me a break. It's just ridiculous. I find it just stupid that they think that like it's just it's too gory, it's too far. It feels like a horror movie sometimes. Well, he wants to go for realism, like he did with the fourth movie. See now, one thing I will mention, right? I just watched Rambo 4, right? They had them killing babies, children, teenagers, brutally murdering them, mind you, in brutal fashion. People's heads and limbs being completely and utterly blown the fuck off. And you're telling me that this one's too gory, but you would give the fourth one really high praise, but not this one. Now, I understand some people's criticisms where they'll say, look, it's a tired format. Stallone's old. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll agree with that argument. He's too old. He is too old. But you go to watch those movies, turn your brain off, and not think of the realism. You just want to watch a kick-ass action movie. And Stallone himself has said it best. Do what you do best. Don't just keep doing shit that you're not good with. He said that his bread and butter has always been action. And it will always be his bread and butter. Even to the point where he gets that old, to the point where he cannot do action movies no more. He will keep writing them, directing them, and casting people in them. Because it's his bread and butter. He knows how to make a decent action movie. Not with the escape plan movies though. They've been kind of well. The first one was decent. Second one was I don't know where he was going with that. Third movie, I don't really. I just feel like I have to drag myself along just to watch it. And then, and the other thing is too is that this one is supposed to be his last, even though I don't think it will be. And well, it may be. I don't know. I reckon if they do another Rambo movie, he probably won't be in it. It'll be someone else, and he'll probably reboot the movie. And what he might do is he might have the original ending, and he might stick true to how the book originally was. But but the next argument I saw, which was like it was going on about his niece, it wasn't really an argument, but they pointed out the fact that he's protecting his niece and saving his niece from the cartel and slash love interest. Did did they think that through? 'Cause I don't think they thought that through. It's like they were expecting this philosophical Trump hating action movie as well. It's like it's an action movie. Can we go and watch a movie without having some sort of fucking anti-Trump message in it? I get it. We all get it. You hate Trump. Okay? We get it. Coming from us, from an Australian myself, we're sick of fucking hearing about it. We're sick to fucking death of hearing about you guys bitching about Trump every fucking day. We don't bitch about our politicians every fucking day like they do. Like you do. We just don't. You know, we just sit there and go, oh yeah, well, I don't really like him, or I don't really like her, or I don't really like him. Move on. Maybe have a bit of a, you know, a deep discussion, maybe, if we wanted to. But, no. We don't really give a shit. It's like, oh, but it's all pro-gun. I don't really see that. The other movies, you could say the other movies are like that too. Which they're not, really. They're just an action movie. Because people can just sit down and watch a movie without actually thinking about fucking politics. But no, it has to be in everything. Everything. And the problem is, like, my channel's gotten is slowly growing. And that's probably thanks to the fact of the doozy videos. Which, again, is a very deep and very in-depth sort of thing for me personally, because Daisy is a big thing for me. You probably see the time there; it's like 2:30 in the morning. But you look at, but the thing is, for me, I like Daisy not for the political side of things. I like Daisy for just because it's a great game. Yes, the faction I'm a part, like the server I play on, there is some politic stuff with the factions and stuff, but it's not like real world politics sort of thing. It's just make believe. So have fun with it. And the thing is you're looking at, but now it's like every politics have to be in everything. There has to be an anti-Trump message somewhere in there. And it's like, oh, this movie's pro-Trump. It's like, fuck off. Honestly, can we just watch a movie for what it is, just a movie? It's now gotten to the point now where some of my favourite shows, favourite movies and stuff like that I used to love and have a huge passion for, and even games, now just because they have to put political correctness into it, or politics, or SJW bullshit, or feminist stuff. And how I see things is that feminism is not what it used to be. It just isn't. Not now. I had my mother turn around and say one time that we burnt our bra for this. I'm like, yeah, you did. And then you have feminists tell my mother that she's not a real feminist. Okay. Righto. She's not an ally. Alright, but let's get back to the point. And then we get to... Well, it's going to get back to that point anyway. But then we go to the old stereotype. Okay, here we go. And they start talking about the Mexican cartel. It's just pretty much just stereotypical and kind of absurd and outdated and kind of racist, don't you think? And look at when they look at Mexico compared to America. Like Mexico's a desolate wasteland and slums and this and that, and it's not really like that. I'm like, it's a fucking movie. 1, 2, Mexico is kind of like that. And 3, what? Mexican cartels aren't a thing? Mexican cartels aren't bad? Right. Okay. You do know why the Mexicans 9 times out of 10 get a bad rap? It's because of the cartel. And they do bring drugs over the border. And everything like that. And they do bring illegal immigrants over the border. Look, I have no problem with immigration. No problem at all. But do it legally. Oh, but they can't afford it. They need to get out of those horrible countries. Wait, hang on a minute. You're saying that Mexico's a great place and it's not a shithole. But you're saying they should be let into the country because their country's a shithole. Makes sense, doesn't it? It doesn't. And you look at all of this. I don't get it. Now, there was a guy that commented on my YouTube the other day. It was the other week. And he's pretty spot on. Not really 100% spot on, though. No offense to you, mate. You still were on point with a lot of things, but that specifically didn't really affect DayZ. Not really. But some parts of it, yes. But for the most part, you are right when it comes to a lot of other media. It's the same. You know, you watch all these fucking YouTubers all talking about it. You got Medica, you got fucking Dank, you got fucking Sargon. Ugh, Sargon. Fucking Sargon, Jesus Christ. But, point being made. By the way, for people before you screech, no, I do not like Sargon. Yes, I like Dank, but I don't like his friend choices. I just don't. You got Quartering, same thing. Don't really like him that much. Same thing though. But they've all got points. It's getting out of hand. We can't just watch a movie just for movie purposes. We just can't no more. You look at Black Klansman, for instance. My God, wasn't that fucking filled with bullshit? You know? It's like, oh, well, you must support the KKK then. No, they're fucking vicious, fucking disgusting bastards. But so were the Black Panthers. They did a lot of fucking bad shit. And like, oh, but the Black Panthers were blasted as a terrorist group, and the KKK weren't. Yeah, they were. The FBI and the CIA were actively investigating the Black Panthers and the KKK. Actively. You can't tell me that they weren't, because they were. But then again, I don't know. But we can't just watch a movie for a movie anymore, and it irritates the fuck out of me. Like, I'm a massive Star Trek fan. Massive. Huge. But they've had to sprinkle their politics through it. Oh, but it's always been like that. No, it hasn't. Well, kind of, but not really. Like, back when Star Trek came out, I sat down and watched it for, oh, look at all the space and like going to different planets and seeing different races, and the stories and stuff like that, and how the whole universe worked. Loved it to bits. And yes, there were some politics that resembled real life politics. When you look at how that works, right? If you really watch Star Trek, people go, oh, it's a perfect explanation of what socialism should be. If this is what shows that socialism does, it's a show that shows that socialism does work. But it's not entirely socialism, is it? When you really go through Star Trek, and you can go through the United Federation of Planets' laws and stuff like that, especially when it comes to Earth, right? It's a mixture of everything. Because they did go straight communist / socialist, and look how that turned out. And you do see it in the show. And they do say that we had to sit down and we had to really go over what the best ways to go about things were. So we had to take a lot of capitalist ideas. We had to take some socialist ideas and stuff like that just to keep the earth moving and to keep everyone from killing each other. And they were right. They were right. Yeah, going straight, and when they went straight to socialism, food was down, no work, it was fucking riots, fucking everything. And they still have a lot of capitalist notions. Like things in place. They still barter for goods. They still fucking do all this other shit. There is still some sort of currency. Not actual currency. But there's something there, really. But I digress. But honestly, I'm going to go into Rambo, well, technically tonight, after the day's been. And I'll sit down and I'll have a personal judge of the character for myself. But I'm sorry, but I have a funny feeling I'm going to have a great time. Look, I understand if there's people that have legitimate, and I mean legitimate complaints or legitimate, issues with it. Like, it's been going on for a bit too long. It is kind of the same tired formula. I'm just a little bored of it. Fair enough. That's a simple fucking review that I kind of understand. But don't turn around and fucking go on with the other bullshit. Like, it's too gory, it's this. I'm sorry, but what the fuck did you sign up for? You saw the rating. You saw what was on the rating, what was you were going to expect in the movie. You watched the trailers. You watched all the fucking other stuff. If you've at all seen any other Rambo movie, you have definitely seen fucking 4. So naturally, you're going to have to expect something very similar for the new one. And I'm sorry, but it's just how it is. People fucking saying, like I was watching recently Dan Aykroyd saying that he was upset with the uproar when it came to the female Ghostbusters because he generally thought that they all did, it was a good movie. His opinion. But there's a lot of other people that have a different opinion. Now, when it comes to the female Ghostbusters movie, the only thing I'll say is the girls tried. They tried. I have nothing against the actress. The actresses, apart from one in particular, because she really, I just don't like her acting in general. Not trying to be racist, but I just never liked her as an actress. Never. Not because of her race, not because of anything like, I just never really thought she was funny. That's just me. I don't know. People call me sexist for saying I don't like Amy Schumer's comedy either. Mm-hmm. But I like Sarah Silverman's. I think she can be very funny. Her comedy has sort of gone a bit downhill lately, but her early stuff I love. I think she's hilarious. So see what I mean? Like look at Melissa McCarthy, for instance. Her new movies, it's the same shtick. I'm getting tired of. Perfectly good complaint. But I think her earlier stuff, she was fucking hilarious. I thought she was amazing. Kate McKinnon, I don't know really much about her. I've never really seen her much in anything, so I have had no judgment, but I thought she was fine enough. And the other lady as well, which I've forgotten her name completely, but I know her from some movies I've watched myself. I think she's funny. I think she did a decent job. But again, people have their difference of opinion. People have their difference in movies and stuff like that. And we can't just keep having this fucking political stuff down our throat. And to the guy that that commented on my video about this sort of stuff, I actually went to your YouTube channel and I watched one of your videos on that subject. And I think you can 100% agree with my opinion because yours was exactly like mine. Can we just sit down and watch a movie for just what it is? A movie. You're right. See, what a lot of people don't get from me is that as much as I love my video games, I love them to bits. But movies have a very soft spot for me. A very, very big soft spot for me. And they always will. And cinema and stuff like that. And I think that's probably why sometimes I do like watching Quentin Tarantino movies. I like watching J.J. Abrams movies. Because I personally don't see real much political stuff in J.J. Abrams' movies. Even though people say that there was a lot in Episode 7 of Star Wars, but then again, I think I enjoyed Star Wars Episode 7 because I sat down, ignored all that shit, and just sat down for what it was. And for me, I sat there and I saw it when I saw it for the first time, I sat there and thought, this is a decent Star Wars movie. This is a good comeback. I'm happy. Same as when he did the Star Trek movies. Loved them. Because I sat down and watched them for movie purposes. For cinema purposes. We can't do that no more. And it sucks. And when you do get rare gems, like Death Wish, which I think is very underrated. Not the best, but it's underrated. Then you have, Rambo now, and like just old classic action movies come back, and they're not politicalized, and they're just an action movie for action movie purposes. I'll sit down, I'll watch it, I'll fucking blast. But cinema is dying. If it isn't dying, it's dead. And a lot of people are starting to notice it. Which sucks. But look, people need to really, in my honest opinion, experience Rambo for yourself. Don't listen to the critic reviews. Do what you want. Because 9 times out of 10, and don't get your reviews from like The Guardian or IGN, which IGN was the one that fucking said that his niece was the love interest. Like, come the fuck on. Are you real? I haven't watched the movie yet. I fucking know that's not true. Now, come on now. Really? So, but yeah. But look, my advice to people is if you have not noticed all this stuff in movies and stuff yet, take that as a good thing. Go enjoy these movies, enjoy them the best you can. Enjoy yourself. Because if you start seeing what we're seeing, you're going to have to start having the same problem too. But I can't wait to feel like I can sit down and watch a movie again without feeling like it's going to have something's going to be jammed down my throat. Anyway, I don't know the YouTuber's name off by heart, but anybody that does watch me, he commented on one of the doozy videos I did. I highly recommend you go check him out. If I get the time of the night, I'll put his link in my description. But yeah, as well as an invitation goes out to that bloke as well. Myself and a mate of mine do a podcast every week to do with video games, do gaming news and stuff, and more than welcome to come along too, and wouldn't mind having a chat with you either, because you sound like a decent bloke anyway, and I'm pretty sure you're Aussie too, so make things even better. But thank you for the support as well for the last couple of weeks, even though I haven't really got a lot of subscribers, but still great. And to everybody that's sort of, and the sort of small influx I've been getting on Twitch as well, thank you as well. I'm working at it. I am properly working out a stream schedule now, even though I've been saying it for fucking ages. I'm probably going to be working out a stream schedule with my partner. Try and make sure I get everything working properly. But, yeah, so by all means, as that YouTuber, hit me up. We can have a chat. But to everyone else, watch movies at the movies. And have fun with film. We need to have fun with film again. Alright. Thank you this is my little rant video, and I'll do a quick video on Rambo when I watch it tomorrow. Well, technically tonight. Alright, you guys have a good one.